Hey guys, let me welcome you back to the channel. My name's Justin and you're watching Survival Mindset. Today what we're going to be looking at is the Olight H16. This is a wave motion activated headlamp from Olight. Be sure to check out their websites that I provide down below in that description box. Now I do have two of the headlamps out in front of me. Me and my wife go camping a lot. We do a lot of adventures, so that's why I do have two. So one of them's hers, which is this one. So I'll take that one out of frame right now. This headlamp is a hands-free headlamp. The H16 Wave is an LED headlamp from Olight with two Cree XP G3 LEDs. This headlamp right here only weighs 4.2 ounces, so it's extremely light. It's comfortable on the hat. There is no fumbling for the switch with this headlamp. It has an infrared sensor, so all you need to do is wave your hand in front of it to turn it on or to turn it off. This is the perfect headlamp for the camp, hunting, and so much more. How many times do you have your hands full and you just cannot turn your headlamp off? Well, now all you have to do with this headlamp is wave your hand in front of it, which I'll demonstrate in a few minutes. I just want to pump out this review for you guys. This is going to be the best headlamp of 2018. This really is an important piece of gear that you can have with your kit or with your pack or out there in the field. Now let's look at this up close. We do have the reflectors on the side right here, so if you're walking down the street or riding a bike, these reflect when light hits it, of course. So you got one on that side, and also you do have one on this side as well. Now this light has a tilt to 45 degrees, so you got three preset positions to put the beam exactly where you need it. So if you need it down facing the ground, that's all the way down. So that's what that'll look like. Tilt it back a little more for, you know, your long distance walking, or if you have a group of people that are in front of you, you know, it can cover the whole group that's walking with you or hiking with you. Now to push it back is like that. This is a really strong, durable plastic. The dual LED design assures bright light up close for manual task, and it does have a wide beam for the long range illumination. Now this H16 has an IPX of a 4, so it's rated for water resistance, and the drop resistance is 3 feet. Now there is a charging port on this, and most of the time, you know, batteries are very uncomfortable on the head. A lot of people just like to go with the batteries behind the light and everything, but this does have the battery pack, and it's very comfortable on the head. Now you can adjust this battery pack to wherever you like, so it's comfortable on your head or your hat. I always prefer wearing a hat when I'm wearing a headlamp. So let's look at this. We do have the USB port right here, and what this does is you can press that, and the 4 dots represent that I have my battery 100% full. So let's look at the charging port right here. I do have the USB cable. Now the USB cable is definitely a plus with Olight, because this cable is extra long compared to all their other cables that they do have out there for all their lights. So this extends pretty far, like to your desk, to your tables, etc. So here's the little port. You're gonna pull the dust cover back like so, and this is what this looks like plugged in. So I do have it plugged in like that, and I do have it hooked up to my Anchor battery backup bank right here. So that's what we're getting at right now. We're getting the full illuminations. It's still charging just a little bit, as you see the lights blinking down below. Also, another really good feature with this battery pack is when this light gets down to 10%, you will have that one blue dot left. So it'll look like that. Also, there is audio in here. Can you believe that? There's audio in here. So what that audio does is beep, letting you know that your battery's down to 10%. Now, I haven't tried that out yet, but sooner or later I will try that out. I'm very curious on how that works. That's just amazing. Let's take a peek at the H16 in the day. Also, I will show you it at night after this segment of the video, but I do want to talk about run times and modes. So right now we're looking at a run time of 2 hours. This is 500 lumens. Also, you can point this in 3 different directions directly at the camera, face down right now. So that's what that looks like. And back up again, so you can have a little tilt to it and you can get full light in any direction you want. Especially, this is excellent for like hiking on trails at night, or if you're barbecuing, you can tilt it down towards the barbecue. So that's 500 lumens right there. The medium setting right here is going to run 9.5 hours, so 9.5 hours. This is 100 lumens right here. I'll show you that up close because it's still light out, and like I said, we're going to be running this in the evening when it's dark, of course, too. I'll press my light one more time. Now we're looking at 5 lumens right here, and believe it or not, this setting on 5 lumens is going to run you 160 hours. That's a little over 6 days right there. I do want to activate the wave motion, and how you're going to activate the wave motion, I'll show you that up close. What you're going to do to activate the wave motion is press this, hold it down 3 seconds, and you just saw that flash. So what that flash did is activate the wave motion, and that's how the wave motion is going to work. So also you can do that on the medium mode. So now we're on the medium setting right here, and the wave motion works with that just as well. And now we want to drop it down to the 5 lumens right here, and we have the wave motion working on the 5 lumens. Now to turn that off, I'm going to turn it back on high for you. To turn that off, what you're going to do is press and hold this for 3 seconds, and it flashes and the wave motion is off. So running my hand across it will not turn the light off. You do have to manually turn it off like so. Right now it's completely dark in the yard on my property here. You will see a couple lights that aren't related to Olight. They're my solar lights way off in a distance on the right hand side of the screen right now. You'll see them flash. But right now I am going to turn the Olight on, the H16. So here we go. We got it on. I'm going to angle it down just a little bit. We're looking at the bamboo plant, which is on the left right here. So that's the bamboo plant. That's 25 yards. The garden, where that dirt ends right there, where the fence is, that's 30 yards. So moving it on out into the field right here. So we're out in the field on the property, and we're 60 yards plus way out there, okay? So that's 60 yards. Let's move it to the right a little and to the left. The right's looking pretty good. Now you do see that peach tree, which is right there. So that peach tree right there is quite a ways out there, okay? And then you see another dirt field out there, and you do see like an oak tree. You can possibly see that oak tree right there. I'm shining it up and down for you so you can see that oak tree. It's just a trunk of a tree right there that's got a V in it. So that's pretty far. I mean, you got a lot of light that's illuminating the whole entire area here, which is incredible. We're gonna be walking off my deck right now. So this is how much of an open area this is right here. It's completely opened up. It's got plenty of lighting for me to walk through. So I can walk through this whole entire area right here. Right now what we're doing is we're just walking on bark right here. So yes, look at this. This is amazing. I mean, you got plenty of light. This is excellent for camping, or if your car breaks down, or if you're working late at night. Like if you're cutting wood at night, it becomes dark and you got all your tools out and you do want to pick up all your tools. All you're going to need is this headlamp, let me tell you, because you're going to be able to see everything in the general area and what you are looking for. Here's a couple other shots of the garden area and how bright everything is in the garden area. Now I'm only 7 yards from these plants right here that we're looking at right here in this garden area. So, and that plant right there is approximately 8 yards away, so not bad at all. And here's the garden up close too, if you haven't seen the garden up close or anything. But you got all this view right here to look at of the garden. You know, you can do gardening work at night if you needed to. So here's the big field right here. I do want to show you how that this opens up everything. Here's another massive bamboo plant right here. So that's what that's going to look like right there. And back to the back 40 right here. We're looking at everything back there past this fence line. So I do have trees out there. That tree is 20 yards from me right now, and I'm standing in the garden. So, and that oak tree out here, way out here, let's see if we can pick up the zoom on it. So that oak tree right there is now 25 yards from me, 30 yards from me approximately. So this is opening up this whole entire field right here beautifully.